Hi everyone, it's Black Wolf of 603 here. Let's see. Sorry, I'm gonna bring this camera up real quick. I've gotten some comments on my, how do I say? My, fan fiction, stories and stuff that, they really want an update and stuff and all that. And I'm trying to go as fast as I can. How do I say? But school's also starting in a couple days, so excited for that. Not really. Um, anyways, I don't know. Since school starting and stuff, things are gonna get a lot more frustrating for me, to do videos and all that. And I kind of in the introduction, I kind of told everyone that I would kind of maybe explain why I can't really update that much for health reasons. And so yeah, this is kind of telling you kind of why and stuff. And so how do I say? Like I think it was maybe 2012, 13, something like that. I don't really remember. Anyways, I think 2012 I started. And, maybe 13, I don't know. And, how to say, around that time, I was really active and stuff. I would update every 5 minutes. Of course, my grammar was terrible and such. But I would, update, every 5 minutes. I would be, a chapter or whatever. And, most of the stories are deleted. I think Princess of Akatsuki is I think the only one that is still there from my terrible writing days. And how do I say? Then school started, and of course it was my first year of high school at that time. Not during that, but that was when I towards the end of 7th grade, and then when I began 8th grade, it was fine too. But then last year I started high school, and a couple interesting things happened. One is that, well, it's high school. It's, I went to a charter school for a long time. So, excuse me. I guess high school was kind of different compared to a charter school because, you're not kind of obligated to learn something. You take, you learn what, kind of they teach you, and it's not really obligated by, the government of where you live. Yeah. So, high school is a big change for me, and I, got a lot of friends, but, I've had a lot of problems, especially with depression and, how do I say, self-esteem issues and self-harming and stuff like that. I'm not really proud of that. But I'm better now, so don't worry. I am I get therapy, I have meds, I have stuff like that, so I'm really good. But I was diagnosed with a lot of anxiety issues, and I'm still struggling with them. I was slash am still dealing with really bad panic disorder, and also agoraphobia, social anxiety, and then there's just a bunch of phobias that came off of that, like claustrophobia and just other things. And actually, it was so bad at first that I was almost misdiagnosed with PTSD, which I'm pretty sure I do not have. And how do I say? In school, I how do I say? It's kind of sorry. It's hard for me thinking about it. But it's it was just really hard for me to go through that stuff because I had a really close friend who, I really, we were really good friends and stuff. Like really good friends. And, how do I say? She told the counselor on me that I had self harm issues and I was depressed and all that. And that was just because, my family situations and stuff. And, like, yeah, she told the counselor without telling me. And she told some things that were really private that, you didn't have to tell her type of thing. And so I was like really confused at the time. And I was so upset, like really. It was like a complete shock to me because, ah, God, I'm sorry. Because, like, I trusted her. And, it's like, why did you have to tell her that? And then she didn't even tell me she was going to the counselor. And so, they called me in and, they said like, that so-and-so told me this stuff. And I'm like, oh God. And, my nightmare began and my parents found out and because they didn't know at all. And, I got help and stuff, but it was really terrible. And all that triggered my anxiety and stuff. Like I had anxiety before because grew up an anxious kid all the time. Like I'd get anxious over ridiculous